Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast Illuminated News. I am your co-host. I go by the name of Israel Adolph Muhammad, but you can call me Mr. Muhammad.
My name is Cliff. Call me Mr. Rebuttal. You know what it is.
We're going to keep this short and sweet because we both have other engagements we have to go to, but we're not going to shortchange you. We want to go straight into some of the things I want to say. Right is right, wrong is wrong. What I happen to see in the political nature in the parties and the bipartisanship, which I think we should abolish and go back to what is supposed to be a democracy and not a republic, democratic republic. One vote, one voice, unless you've done some hideous to renounce your vote. Let's start with, first of all, just abortion. Both parties need to come together. Abortion should not be used as a birth control method, but some things are common sense. 9 months, 8 months, that's too late to get abortion. But these Republicans want to think from the first time a man enters a woman that she's pregnant and just a cluster of cells is life. And although I believe that life is a beautiful thing and the conception of life is a beautiful thing, but I find it ironic that the same party that's against abortion and pro-life are for capital punishment. And at the same time, when they have these babies, the same party is against Medicaid, Medicare, any type of pre-K, K through 12 education. No. Once they get here,
Just as support for the child.
no, but you gonna make sure you have a child, incest or rape, but we're not gonna do anything to support the child. That sounded crazy to me. How can you explain that? Tomfoolery? I think so. What's on your mind, man?
Well, see, those people are in position to support the child. Like I said, we were just talking about that the other week, last week, where they gave themselves a raise.
Yeah.
So they can afford to fool around, have children, and support the kid.
And I would bet, I'm not a betting man who I am, but at the same time, I would be willing to bet that some of the most main members of Congress and Senate are quite happy and have had their mistresses and girlfriends to get abortions.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say something right here. There's 3 people, Republicans party period, but men telling women what to do with their bodies and their reproductive rights. I won't know a man telling my mother, my wife, my sister, my daughter, or any woman what to do. But 3 people in the Republican Party I really not want to tell people what to do, women what to do. Lindsey Graham, Tim Scott, and Jim Comer. Let me tell you the reason why. Without getting too detailed and explicit, anyone can look at Lindsey Graham.
Don't do it.
I know. I'm not going to say it, but
okay.
we're going to make an inference to it.
Okay.
And you automatically know what time it is with him, right? Tim Scott,
Don't do it.
he said 57 years, he was a virgin until he was 56, 57. I don't want a man that hasn't been with a woman until 57 years of his life to be telling women what to do. And Jim Comey...
Tito, pass me the tissue.
And Jim Coleman, he gives this big bluster, bravado, hoorah. But he was a wrestling coach with the Sandusky football
with Jim
team.
Jones. No, I mean, what's his name? Jim Jordan?
Jim Dusky. I'm sorry, not Jim Coleman. Jim Jordan.
That's what I
Jim
thought.
Jordan,
Okay.
right. So Jim Jordan was part of this wrestling. What was going on? Just appeared to be a culture. It wasn't a one-off thing. That would have made it any better, but
Turn the other way. I don't see it.
Or even been a part of it, because it seemed to be a pure culture to it. So
Right.
those are these three people I would want telling women what to do with their rights.
Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, like young girls, underage young girls.
Yeah.
And like I say, it makes no sense.
Well,
to me.
any congressman in Virginia, over that way, whereas the right to marry is 12.
Like we in 1930 something, 20 something. I mean, come on, man. I know grandma might have had 8 kids and got pregnant at 13, but there was men that smoked cigarettes. There was 9 in the field. They had real jobs. They not like the people today, including us. They not the men of the day, and not the men of yesterday, and damn sure ain't the men of 1920, 13, 30, 40. So I can understand maybe a little difference back then, but today to say that is
Who's
crazy.
looking at a 12-year-old?
That's ridiculous and sick. Yeah.
Nah.
right is right, wrong is wrong. Impeachment. We got a president, a former president, unprecedented that they going after the former president, but unprecedented. This MFer has done so much stuff.
I like that, MFer.
So much stuff to me to be impeached. The average president would not keep records at his beautiful Mar-a-Lago house. And then once they told him to give them back, say F them, they not gonna come to my beautiful house and get them. And they came and got him. It's a raid. They went through Melania Panadol. It was just horrible, you know what I'm saying? They raided his thing. And how do one justice for one all, if it was wrong for Bill Clinton and you impeached, times I remember the two impeachments have been Nixon and Clinton, right? Let's first touch on Clinton. If what Clinton did was wrong, there was still some
Who
people.
said it was wrong?
The Republicans. They
Okay,
impeached
the
him, right?
girl who did it and said it was wrong.
Well, they got on the team. Monica Lewinsky said, you know,
Yeah, she did it on her own.
I know. I'm saying if the Republican Party impeached this man because that was wrong,
They did.
and that was just so horrible, then there's no way you can say
Right.
that storming the Capitol, keeping classified documents, this other foolish, reckless stuff that this man has done,
You can put your hand on the pussy and all that old crap.
but that's okay. Nixon, the crime was not the actual crime, but to cover up the crime. And back then there was a bit more civility and a little bit more equality, not equality, but a little bit more togetherness. And we was getting our news sources, maybe be tainted, but everyone had like just 3 news sources, and it kind of told the truth. It may be questionable whether it was someone over dictating what they should say or putting out, but everyone kind of knew right, wrong, and even the Republican Party told him, man, you gotta go. But the same Republicans now are on just sleep, and they get on this thing called wokeism. What is wokeism?
Which brings me, since you people of other color have trouble describing, what is it, wokeism?
Wokeism.
I got a new word for you. And it's very simple. Wrongism.
Wrongism.
The lies you spewing on TV is wrong.
Fox.
Wrongism.
They got sued for that. Dominion.
And they still doing it. And it's wrong.
Newsmax. OAN. Mike Lindell.
To lie on national TV is wrong. To lie to your constituents, politicians, is wrong. So you're spewing wrongism. Y'all allow Trump to go out there every day campaign with wrongism. How could you do this?
You can
Ask yourself.
in the First Amendment. First Amendment, you have a right to freedom of speech. But even with the right to freedom of speech, you can't go in the DA to say fire. There's certain places, certain things you cannot
Right.
say. Terrorist threats. I got one. This guy's allowed to tweet, talk about the prosecutor, everyone involved in the case, which they told him they could not do, which the average person cannot do that. Young Thug can't start talking about Fonnie Willis
Ooh.
or anyone else. You know, I hope nothing happens to Jack Smith's family and friends. I hope nothing happens to the nice guy. That's a veiled threat, right?
Yeah.
He got the right to say that. But I think the Democrats and people need to start meeting fire with fire and forget this turning the other cheek stuff.
Couldn't be me to be up there in the office.
If I was a prosecutor, I would start tweeting out every day shit about Trump.
I wouldn't be tweeting out a damn thing. I'd be on national TV.
Yeah, just saying
He lied.
this criminal enterprise,
That's
this
right.
line, blah blah blah. Such and such. Everything he says, I would say
That's
everything
right.
back. If he can say it, they should be able to say
Who
it.
you gonna believe? The liar? I mean, you hear him lying. Or you gonna believe me and you ain't got nothing on? Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm helping you, but you gonna believe a liar?
And one of the best ways I found about when you have two people have opposing views, it's very hard to get someone else to see your point of view. So what I like to do is just follow them down the rabbit hole and show them the folly and their wrongness. Okay? Let's take the January 6th insurrection. I saw what I saw. But Republicans' first thing was, and no, everyone saw what they saw. They let Trump dictate the narrative. And Trump started off, like he always does, there was nothing wrong with the rally. It was a beautiful rally. Beautiful march. So that means that any other group of people who have a grievance with the United States of America can go to the Congress, Capitol, and storm the Capitol. As long as they do everything and nothing more than what was done that day, it'll be perfect and fine. So Black Lives Matter, take note. Antifa, take note. People who supported Hillary Clinton, take note. People who supported Al Gore, take note. This is how you solve your problem. Because if they can do it, that means everyone else can do it. But we know that's wrong because they did what's wrong. Then he came around the same day and said, what did he say? He said, no, everybody in the crowd was a Trump supporter except the bad actors. And the bad actors were either FBI implants or Black Lives Matter or Antifa. So you should have a problem with prosecuting these people. And why would you go be visiting Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and the people you don't like who were bad actors and actually did something wrong? Why would you go and pray over them and sing Kumbaya with them? There's a cognitive disassociation that's going on with Republican people, really American people, before, but even after, even more exponentially since Trump has taken office. What do you think about these crazy folks, man?
And don't let them fool you. They're trying to switch the narrative. Like I said, they always switch the narrative to suit their needs. Such as like, it took them 2 years. Why didn't they prosecute me then? They didn't have the evidence then.
You have to gain witnesses.
You have to gain. You have to gather the evidence. You have to get the people you have to get the low hanging fruit to tell, and the low hanging fruit been telling.
So, but hold on.
But you
so you mean to tell me if I do a crime today,
yeah.
and longest, what's the time limit? So if you don't charge me, what's the time limit to charge me on a crime? Like I think they have statute of limitations for a reason, right? So if I do a crime today, and 2 years from now, after you got all the evidence, I come back and say, hey, why you charge me now, man? That was 2 years ago.
That's what they doing.
That was 2 years ago.
Right.
Why you bring it up now? That's old stuff, man.
And you don't want to hear the real evidence when people, like, when the people was first screaming, well, Trump told us to do it. Okay, if I rob the bank tomorrow and one of my buddies got caught, Cliff helped me do it. I bet you'd be at my house within an hour. So, what's the difference?
And you will not get bond.
Yeah. And I can't go on TV and talk about the prosecutor and the judge.
So how the hell he get to do it?
He ain't nobody. Y'all scared of him?
Ted Cruz.
No shit.
Lindsey Graham. He's already bitched y'all out and just made y'all
Talk about your wife. You should have been whooping his ass. But
and you kowtowing to this MF'er?
I'll join you.
Okay, but see, we got problems with everything because we're going to touch on everybody. What is up with these boot-licking
okay, I couldn't wait.
People? I'm going to say something. Right is right, wrong is wrong. But even some of these people,
Wrongness.
I have stopped listening to Jason Whitlock because I didn't agree with some of the things he said. But I'm sure a broke clock could be right 2 times a day. There's probably some, I don't know if I didn't agree with what he said. But there might be some I don't really listen to like that.
No.
It's 2 twins.
Okay, you're right.
YouTube
If the clock don't say AM and PM, it could be right 2 times a day.
Yeah.
That's the only reason to be right 2 times a day.
If it's stuck on 12, then it's right 2 times a day.
Yeah, but if one was on AM and was on PM.
We talking about regular.
Yeah, I know. Just a regular
so
clock.
Everything can be right, and even Candace Owens. I actually can say something about it, although I don't like her. She has actually said some things, a few things I agree with, and particularly when it comes to about the LGBTQ community and transsexuals, and like even Republicans. Republicans say some things and have some valid points. Both parties need to get rid of extremists. You have something called a bell curve. Majority of people fit in between the 80% and you have 10% outliers on this side, 10% outliers on this side. The left, those who are tree hugging, want to get rid of all fossil fuels, that's unrealistic at this point in time right now. We need to work towards that. But the flip side, coal forever, is not sustainable, it's not practical, it's not realistic, or that's not a good thing. Get rid of both outliers. Men can be women, women can be men. In your mind, yes. But physically, a man is a man, a woman is a woman, then you have 3 sexes. Male, female, hermaphrodite. That's 3 sexes. That's not sexist, because we're talking about sex, that's just what it is. So this part of the left side to say that women, men, particularly men, can race against women and is dead naming somebody to call Bruce Jenner when he's Bruce
They
Jenner.
didn't mess with him.
And how can you be Republican and be gay?
But-
Catholic Church is against homosexuality, but as we've seen, there's a lot of homosexuality and pedophilia within the Catholic Church, but they are against homosexuality. I don't understand that.
Well, see, here's my logic in this. I have no problem with anybody. You live your life the way you are, because once God pulled the woman out of man, made his rib, and then the first child was a mixture of man and woman, that was the end of total man. Because now he's mixed, the child is mixed with man and woman.
X and Y chromosome.
That's right. Adam was the only total man, or whoever else God put on another side of the world before he mixed him with women. They were the only total man to ever exist. Every man is born with feminine genes in him, no matter who they are. If you're born of a woman,
Yeah.
you have feminine genes somewhere in you.
The more complete you are as a female, the more in touch you are with your masculine side. The more you are in touch as a male, the more in tune you are with your feminine side. There's not either or, not both and. It's not either or, it's both and.
It's how you choose.
You
to
can't
live your
have
life.
somebody that's super masculine. Watch out for that super masculine, macho. Something's wrong with them. But yet you don't want someone just crying at the drop
See?
of a dime. But a man, a real man, is going to have all of that range of emotions, male
can't.
and female.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when the problem come in, because it's kind of hard to explain, but it's very easy. Every man has a little bitch in him. I don't care.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I wouldn't say what we call it, bitch, but yeah.
That's what we call it. We
yeah.
have feminism, because it's things that,
And
like
you
Adam was
should.
never pissed off. One thing about it, Adam, you couldn't piss Adam off because it didn't make him mad. He didn't have a care. He was a man. He was just a worker, just stood up with it. But once he got feelings, which are women traits, now
Jealousy.
you got women traits in you.
Yeah.
You have, oh, that hurt. It do hurt.
Now, pain
But
is
you
universal.
wanna be like, oh shit, I don't care, that don't hurt. But
Walk it off,
wow,
walk it off.
you're hurting.
Yeah. Yeah. Pain is pain.
So it is. I don't have any
The problem
comment
is you
on
go to-
LGBT or none of that.
went to the
Just
extremes.
if however you live your life, if you happy with it, be happy. Enjoy your life, because you only have one. But
Yeah.
don't try to push your views on somebody else.
Right.
That's when it's a problem.
Right. As a homosexual, not a bisexual, as a homosexual male, I can first let's say right here, what makes a homosexual male is that he's attracted to men and not women. I can imagine you put the finest women just like they in the Bible, when they brought the angels and they came down and they want to have sex with the men because the men would look good, right? The dude said no. Lot said no. You can have sex with my virgin daughters. So he didn't have a problem with that. But just don't touch the men. I ain't got no problem with whatever, but the thing is, you can't make another person say. For instance, the idea, if you are a homosexual male, the idea of being with a woman would be and gross to you.
So you have more woman traits
Right.
in your body, even though you're born in a man's body.
As a man, a heterosexual male, the idea of two men together is that's gross. That doesn't make someone homophobic or don't like gay people. That just makes that person straight. Just like this gay person thinks that being with a woman is it's okay for a straight male to say, that's nasty. That's an opinion. But you can do what you want to do. Do it.
You learned it in elementary school.
Yeah.
When they did the plants. One plant gonna be, if you put two plants together, some one of the plants not gonna come out like the rest of the plants. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an all-out plant here, or maybe half all-out plant there, or a mixture of the plant, and then you might have like puppies. All the puppies not gonna have the same stripes.
Yeah.
So
different walks.
just learn to live together
love everyone. Get along. But don't try to push your opinions on everyone else.
That's right.
But
That's
fact
all
is
I'm
fact,
saying.
and right is right, and wrong is wrong.
Now getting back to these bootleggers,
Yeah.
what these Marine Corps twins? Oh my God.
I ain't
I
looking
don't
in a while.
understand these bootleggers only because your skin color is dark. Like I said in the last podcast. If ever a rocket take off and leave this planet because the planet is being destroyed, you're not getting on that boat. You're not getting anywhere near that ship. I don't care how much you talk about the black race or dog the black race to get money in your pocket. You're still dark. So why do you push the agenda of always dogging dark people on your podcast? You always have something negative to say about dark people. You don't say nothing negative about white people. If somebody bring up Matt Gaetz or anybody on your podcast, you be like, oh well. And you'll come on with, what about a dark man? Or you'll talk about anybody dark, but you don't talk about, you're not, something wrong with you. I mean, that's one side brain, money grabbing, money grubbing, boot licking ass, boot licking ass people.
Yeah.
Candace Oil. Remember when you was in college? I just want to bring this up. When you was in college and you were crying and begged the black community to help you because the white establishment would not help you, and you sued, and the NAACP and everybody backed you.
Whoa. This is my first time hearing
You
her
didn't hear?
story.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I gotta go get the update on this.
Pull
right
it
here.
up. They backed her. And look at her now.
Wow.
She never had nothing negative to say about white people. She always dogging somebody black. But she begged the black community to help her.
Wow. That's something else.
Oh, I'm not even talking about Kanye. Fuck him. But these Marine Corps twins. Lord have mercy. If you was Marine Corps, I know you saw racial prejudice. That's part of where you are now. Yes, sir. Because that is our way. Yes, sir. I did it in my left hand. I don't give a damn. Yes, sir. But think about it. I was in there. I'm not like you. Why are you like you? What do you have to gain? You're scared? Are you afraid? Are you that type of Marine that's afraid when they taught you what you know? How to survive? Are you afraid to use the same techniques against them?
I've seen them, and I was turned off by some of the things. Majority say that's why I didn't watch too much of them with Whitlock. And like I say, I actually saw Candace Owens and saw about 2-3 things I actually kind of agreed on her own on personal issues or like
some of it right, but
problems.
for them to go against Bill Cosby,
why you don't ever talk
like
about
that, man,
Bill Cosby? Now hold on.
I don't care what he did.
What did he do?
He was balling for all I know. I don't care.
Listen,
he had a good time. Y'all just mad because
I don't
the
know
man
why
is
all
rich.
that he did, why he wanted to have drunk, intoxicated, passed out pee.
He didn't.
But at the same time,
come on.
there's some sick face he had. But at the same time, though, listen,
See,
he plays a doctor on TV. Don't take women. Do not go to a man's house at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Do not take any medication unless he's a physician.
Wait a minute. Hold on. She left home to go over his house. He was at home with his wife. Why would you leave home in a cab to go over his house?
For acting lessons.
No, because she had a cold. If you read the court transcript, that's what it said, and he got convicted without any shred of evidence of DNA, drugs. He got convicted.
Yeah, because they was out to get him.
And I don't know how his high-powered lawyer, I would have fired all of them. I'm not paying. I did it, Donald Trump. I'm not paying you.
Yeah.
I got convicted with no evidence.
Yeah.
On hearsay evidence.
I mean, that's just really, when you think about that, come on now.
But back to these bootlickers.
Yeah.
Jason Whitlock, those Marine Corps twins.
It's another on there. I don't know his name. I don't pay attention, but he loves Trump. And always come out. See, the Republican Trump told you. I'm like, what did Trump?
You're not talking about Peterson, are you?
I don't know what the guy name is.
The slow black guy.
I don't know. And Larry Elder.
Yo,
oh, these niggas.
And the guy from Atlanta, Johnson.
They're trying to change from senator.
Yeah.
Vernon. Yeah. And the woman, it was a woman did the same thing. She was elected as Democrat. She
Right. She white though.
No.
The black lady did that.
The black woman. She switched her
party. Yeah, that's right. She said that they weren't treating her right. They didn't support her. They didn't support you because you weren't coming to the meetings. Who gonna support you? You want to hang out with the other group?
I mean, I know if you're black and you say you're a Trump supporter, you're gonna be catapulted, or Republican, you be catapulted,
right?
And they come and get you particular. Say, hey, yeah, we got one. See, we can show you.
We can welcome you in. But guess who stays the longest in jail?
Enrique Tenrito.
I told you he was black. Whatever color.
Yeah.
He's
black.
Yeah.
You tell. I don't care about you saying the Don Bongino, the Secret Service guy on Fox. Nigga, don't you realize you black? These white folks don't like your ass.
The guy who hit the video or whatever, he just a lowest man on the totem pole. He stayed in the jail in Ford County the longest. Black. Damn. Even the God rest his soul, the twins who was stumped for Trump.
Oh yeah, the one of them. Yeah, there was on the woman, the two women.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. And then Herman Cain.
No, Lord.
I ain't gonna lie though. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But that was some funny shit when
you know Herman Cain could have been president.
No.
I'm telling you now. Herman Cain was the front runner of the Republican Party.
Oh yeah, he could have been president.
He was
he could have been president. He could have been the front runner for the Republicans.
But I'm just saying.
He definitely could have been the front runner for the
He would have got the black vote. He would have got the black vote.
He wouldn't have.
What was his downfall was he was a bootlegger. But still, if he had the Republican he was the Republican nominee. He had damn near a chance to be president.
Why would you stand behind him?
Guess why he got booted out
with a woman? But Trump,
because he had a mistress.
But Trump,
we can't have you gonna beat it.
But Trump goes on to the win, and then campaigns again and campaign again
with charges on him.
And no problem.
Cain didn't have a charge. Cain's record was straight. How did he get booted out with a clean record?
Stop selling your soul for a little bit of payout. It ain't worth it, man.
It's not worth it.
Worth it.
Not worth it.
It's absolutely ridiculous what y'all doing for fame. And Kanye Kanye and Donald Trump are two things that when narcissism goes wrong. Kanye, I love your music prior to this new stuff. I think that you are a talented individual. I would love to sit down and drink a beer with you and just talk shit. But what the hell is going on with you, man? What is your problem? And you try to use this crazy thing. You selectively crazy.
You're
I
not
hate
crazy.
when people when they selectively crazy.
You're not crazy. You can't make music like that and be crazy. You can't.
Well, you can.
I doubt it.
Artists, but still,
I
you can't have a business and get.
I doubt it. That's like Trump doing now. I'm doing crime, but I'm playing crazy because I don't know I did it. Did you know I did it?
Yeah, now you're going to try to get out.
Now, I'm the victim.
What you're doing, though.
You know what you're doing because you did it.
What you're doing.
You did it. You thought you can get on a Trump bandwagon and get more exposure, but Trump played y'all. You, Candace, and all you other black people that come in with that. See his, who's the black woman?
Which one?
Oh, man. He done booted her out. He dogged her out.
Oh, the one, the Omarosa?
Omarosa. Look at her now.
You cool as long as you say he's the best. Lord, he's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, that's my black right there. I love her. Right. You say something about him, tell the truth. Well, she just really money hungry. You know, she just wanted a job. I just gave her. I felt sorry for her. Yeah. You can't have both ways. How you gonna be the best hire and the best fire? I say that all the time.
Yeah, screening black people to come in to work for him, and now you don't even work for him.
And the blacks are Trump.
Ooh. Who was that black guy was in the back with the afro?
Slick back. Slick back. I need to talk to Slickback.
I know damn well you don't have enough money to travel everywhere Trump go on your own.
But I know what Slickback doing. Slickback is coming off of him.
Yeah, he coming up.
He having parties down there.
I don't give a damn. I'm gonna get some money. I'm off this gravy train.
Yeah. Yeah, people like this shit. Like me, I've oftentimes talked about selling Trump merchandise because I know it'll sell. And I could become like, pretty rich. And I think I might do that shit.
Might do that. Oh,
get that shit from China.
Don't sell that t-shirt or that mugshot.
Oh, that's a fine. Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. That's against law. I hope they get their money. And on the same side of it, they should go after the Republican, the Lincoln Project, who did some. They had shot glasses, which I want to order some. But on one side it had F-U, F-A-F-U. Whatever they fuck around find out.
Yeah.
F-A-F-U. On one side, and then his smoke shot. So all that money is got to be given back, or you can't capitalize off that.
And the girl on ESPN always dogging out pulling up dirt on black guys.
What about the white guy? What about Gronk? I'm not Gronk. What was the guy who caught? It was a quarterback. Roethlisberger.
Oh, yo.
They didn't say. You see the narrative right here, right? Black people do it. And I go on these websites so they talk about, and black people do commit certain type of crimes, which is the carjackings. It makes no sense.
White people carjack.
And this right here. And I don't have the stats today, but look at the crime on each president. Look on the first. Let me tell you something. Presidents don't control the stock market. They don't control the petroleum release of OPEC.
They don't control nothing.
They don't control that. And even them, they are just figureheads. It takes Congress and legislation. So if Congress is not passing bills or sending bills, only thing doing obstructing shit and giving themselves raises, they need to be fired. Senate, if you not passing bills, the only thing you do is to get back for the get back. And your whole thing is, if Hunter Biden is wrong, find out what's wrong with
him. What are you doing? Why are you bringing him up? I mean,
I don't even understand.
That's what I'm saying.
If you do bring him up, you got to look into Jared, Ivanka.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why bring? But they was in political office. They was up there with the president. They were right there arm in arm with him, making decisions for our country. Yeah. This guy had a damn thing to do with nothing. Yeah. He was just a rich white kid, like all the rest of them rich white kids that's benefiting from their father. Yeah. So you have no problem with him.
Hey, but they want to impeach Joe Biden. So whatever offense Joe Biden has done, I'm sure that Trump has done worse. So if you're going to impeach Joe Biden, when you had the chance to impeach this motherfucker 2 times and you let him go.
He learned his lesson? Yeah, right. He's worse.
You a spineless bitch. And all you Let me stop.
What about this girl on ESPN always dogging out black men? Mika.
I thought they fired her. She was one against...
No, she didn't get fired.
She's still on there?
She's still on now. She started out with... I'm looking at his face. He was bootlicking for a minute, but he's trying to straighten up now. He one of the richest black guys on ESPN. What's his name? God damn it! Put his guy.
You talking about the guy, the loud talking? Steven Smith?
Yeah, Stephen A.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was with him. Then she started flipping on him. And then, now she done moved up. Now her sister in. But, like, what do y'all have yet to bring up Brett Favre stealing welfare from the government.
Yeah.
But you want to bring up black guys who did menial crimes for what?
Yeah.
You're not important and oh yeah, he did. So I have yet to see you do that to a white guy of color. Not once.
And I'm just saying,
not even half.
Keep that shit fair.
Right.
If you can crack about me, I can crack about you. You can punch me, I can punch you. You can talk about black people. Hell, let's talk about white people. I'm black. I talk about white folks.
Just keep it 100.
I talk about black folks. Talk about niggas. Talk about everybody. That also go to religion. Jewish people, you can be talked about.
Right.
Arabs,
I can't talk about
you can be talked about.
But you can say niggas.
Catholics, you can be talked about. No one is protected. What's right is right and wrong is wrong. The Jewish people, I'm sure if I look into it, you have done something wrong.
Wrongness.
And if someone bring that shit out, they not anti-Semitic, or you call it ADL or whatever the fuck. Just someone say something, you know, I think the black community would be better off if they had more followers in the community. That's an observation of the fact. That's not racist. No, I'm not gonna call the NAACP people talking about, look at them, they hating on me, they racist. No, it's a fact, it's a fucking fact, yeah.
And just like y'all did those white women. See, one thing about these people that attack these people for their, you know, doing right, like they attack those women making calls to their home for doing the right thing in the political race in Georgia, attacking Fannie Willis. Don't attack Fannie Willis. Call me. See how we can work it out between us and y'all, and leave them alone. Leave the women alone. Stop being cowards.
Yeah.
Come to the men and see, can you have that same discussion? You won't do it.
Yeah, direct all of your insults and all that
Right.
shit to goddamn me and Mr. Rebuttal, and
Right.
let's reply to you. We're gonna say
Yeah.
the shit that
Right.
they can't say to you,
Right.
and handle how it's supposed to.
However you want to handle it.
Yeah. Black bitch, Letitia James, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Democrat, racist. Huh?
Get on this website
Racist?
and talk to us, and leave a way I can get back in touch with you. I will do it.
We'll do it. I'm coming for you.
Because you act like cowards. Because you're doing it. You're still doing it behind the mask, but you're doing it now behind the screen. You're still wearing a mask.
Tucker Carlson.
No.
All these MFers. OA and Brett by.
Oh boy, that fool there. Come on.
And Brett, he gives the Superman appearance and I think he's one of the most reasonable ones on that
No,
side.
the old white guy. He always giving them a second thought.
Yeah.
And then Brett be like, see my face.
And you interviewers, stop
Right.
letting Trump talk over y'all
I
and
know.
tell bullshit. Tell him, sir, you lost the election. Just say the shit.
Just say it.
Say it, motherfucker, you lost. Stop lying. Do you really believe that? You know you retarded if you keep. Let me tell you somebody's words. I will never talk about a child with trisomy 21. I will never be like the former president, make fun of a man had a disability.
Oh, yeah.
I would never do that. But sometimes when I say the word retarded, I mean people like Trump, people who can think they smart, think they intelligent, but just do dumbass shit. So I'm gonna continue to use that word. I think there's a couple other words we need to bring back.
Wrongness.
Wrongness, bring up wrongness, and a couple of words, hussy, slut.
You're wrong. I don't care what you do. You're doing wrong because of you hiding behind this screen here and hiding behind the internet, and with these names you said Joe Biden used to talk to his son. You're doing the same thing.
You do realize the CIA give people code names. You realize that every celebrity, when they go, and the people not even celebrities, when they go to check in hotel rooms, they oftentimes give like miscellaneous names.
Right.
Everyone has like a different name they use. Nothing's wrong with that. Oh, that's impeachable though. That's impeachable.
Yeah.
What the fuck did he do?
He helping all y'all people who might want to say he need to be impeached because you probably don't know what impeach means. It's not cutting peaches and sticking them in a jar.
Don't even know what this shit is. Socialism, communism, Marxism.
Yeah.
Can't even define what the word is, but I'm steadily using this shit.
It's wrong. Wrongness.
Wrongism, wrongish.
Right.
And what's the opposite of woke? So you motherfuckers want to be sleep. You want to be sleep.
They can't keep up with black words.
Yeah.
See, we come up with a word. It's just a simple word, but you make it out of more than what
Remember
it is.
this became the terrorist fist bump. Remember when they did that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? See that? I told you he was that. They ain't a gang sign. That's not a call.
Now they do it.
I tell you, boy, y'all, everybody got to realize right is right and wrong is wrong. We're gonna expose and talk about everybody. I want somebody to come back because I'm on the screen, but I would meet you any place, well, I ain't gonna say that.
I would.
But
I would.
if within reason,
I mean, we have a schedule.
Yeah, if I
because
within reason,
I might be cooking dinner and you're not really worth my time and you're wrong. I'll make time for you.
but I'm ready to go. And where I'm wrong, you tell me where I'm wrong. If anything I've said, and you go back to the podcast, anything we've said, I am welcome and open. I will come back and say, I apologize about that. That was wrong,
Right.
or I was erroneous in that right there.
But you got to show me.
But you got to show me where anything I've said was wrong. I'll say what my feelings are, but what I perceive as fact and can look up and say, this is fact. This is right and wrong. If it's not, then if we can go with your thing and you'll say, this was right, then this would have to be right, this would have to be right, This had to be wrong. This had to be wrong. If it's wrong to get a blowjob in the White House, if it's wrong to cover up a crime, if Joe Biden can be impeached, why the fuck is this orange bitch still walking around?
Hold on. Come on now. All them presidents, you mean tell me he the only one got caught?
Kennedy.
Come on now.
I personally feel, it's my personal belief, if you the president of the United States of America, you need to have a 24/7 blowjob specialist as part of the party. Either unofficial or officially. Whatever you need, if you got nuclear code, whatever you need to keep you stress free. Any hard working man in charge of that much shit. Whatever you need to do to keep you stress free, you need that shit. Okay? And I didn't see anything wrong with it. I wouldn't see anything wrong. I didn't care about really Donald Trump saying grab him by the pee. I didn't really care about that. Okay?
I ain't either.
But if you cared about this,
right,
then you should care
that's
about
what makes that wrongness.
You can't just cherry pick. I didn't care about this, so I didn't care about that.
That's what I'm saying about these other people. I will clearly debate you in a minute because I have, you see this tablet, my laptop? I have, but you contradicted yourself on your own views.
Oh, Fox, Gene Perino, all these motherfuckers. When someone else do it, you can play back the clip.
Right.
We cannot have a president that's under indictment and under impeachment. That'll be awful for our thing. How he's going to run the country and also have to go through trials and stuff. Oh, but now we picking on him.
Picking on him.
But he can run because he's just a hell of a multitasker.
Because he's running. It takes time for an indictment to come in. They have to have all the I's and T's crossed.
Yeah.
Props to Roland Martin.
Yeah.
Much props to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. You're a good man.
And there's a couple other people on there. I don't know my name.
Well, his whole crew. I watch y'all. You're good. And those
Young
guys,
Turks.
The Young Turks. I appreciate y'all. You're on point.
And I like about them because it's actually white people or non-black people talking truth,
right.
And I like that. And that's what it takes. It takes conversation and just honesty and openness. Blacks, whites, red, yellow, every religion, everyone coming together. From little kids, we got to get in the young kids' heads and see what are they thinking about, what's affecting their life, what would make them better, and teach your children about history, teach them about great leaders, and not this bullshit CRT. I'm not saying CRT, what you call CRT. Just teach history.
Just say you don't want black people to learn about black history.
That's what you're saying.
That's all you're saying.
You don't want anything that's harmful that makes white people look bad.
Right, that's all you're saying.
Or make black people feel better about themselves.
Right.
You don't want to go against status quo. You want to keep white supremacy, keep hedging on, keep hedging on. But I'm telling you something. Until white supremacy, white Christian national supremacy, but it's more than, it's Christian. Until that's eradicated, round up, and this time, we're not just leaving in the Caucasus Mountains. You working towards, and it's not white people, but to white races, you are moving towards extinction and moving towards something being put on your ass. Fuck around, find out.
And don't get me wrong. I don't see color.
You a damn lie.
No. I see color, but I'm saying
God made color.
I know, but
you better than God?
What I'm saying is this. If you're talking to me straight,
right
you're
is
not
right,
white.
wrong is wrong. You a man.
You're a man. But the minute you cross that line, whereas you think you better than me, then you who you are.
Yeah.
Whether you white, nigger, black, green, that's who you are, because you're not better than anyone else, but because you got $100,000, $50 million, you are a person.
Yeah.
And if you want to step on somebody, then you are that person.
Yeah.
So if you're not out to help people, then you are that person. You draw the line. You drew the line to who you are as a person.
Yeah.
But otherwise that, I don't see color. Because I can walk down the street with you. You walk on a white man. Who?
Man, I'm going to tell you something. With all my interaction with police officers, my worst interactions have been with black police officers. And my best interactions have been with white police officers. And the other one has just been general interactions. I had a expired tag. I need to get some work done on my car. I was going to work late, and a white guy pulled me over. Very, just conversation. And he said, yeah, I'm pulling you over because blah, 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 blah. We had the whole spiel. He said, I'm not going to give you a ticket, I'm going to give you a warning. He said, matter of fact, I understand people can't get their car fixed stuff. He said, but there's a way you can go and pay your taxes and not get the registration. So that way it'll show them that you are not. All my interaction with black people, black police officers, to this point, well, not all of them, but my worst interactions have been with black police officers. Get out the car, what you doing in this neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. Which I kind of understood because I was going to visit my mother-in-law to stay in a crime-ridden, drug-infested neighborhood. And I had a dress-up clothes on, look different. So I'm not against picking out the odd figure, you know what I'm saying? Like in Training Day, or not Training Day, in the Alien movie with Will Smith. Why you shoot the little girl? What the hell is she doing physics books and the goddamn all these other monsters? She's the threat, you know what I'm saying? So I have no problem with racial profiling people. I believe in racial profiling. CIA, FBI does it. If there's a pedophile, probably 40 to 50-year-old white male, such and such, there's certain things and certain crimes that certain people fit. So I have no problem with racial profiling. What I have a problem with is when you pull the person over, if you can talk shit to me, give respect and you get respect. If you pull me over and you interact like a man, a human being, but the moment you start taking an authoritative approach with a lot of people, they train you, your training's fucked up, police. Law enforcement training is fucked up. First of all, don't shoot to kill. If a motherfucker's running away from you, you don't need 30 bullets, 200 bullets to kill a person. If it's 5 of y'all and one person, that person should never end up dead. George Zimmerman, there's no way a person, if I have a firearm, a person should be close enough to get to ensue a tussle or a wrestle.
But he followed that guy.
He followed him. Now that's what I'm saying. So you follow him doing some covert activity like your ass law enforcement.
And they told him to stand down.
And you couldn't make the law enforcement because they told you to stand down.
He wasn't even a policeman.
No.
He wasn't shit.
Yeah. And he's still walking around. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse or whoever.
Went to another motherfucking state. Traveled across with a weapon.
And Mama took him.
Mama took him.
Hey, Mom.
And then, damn it, ended up shooting somebody because he feared his life. If your ass hadn't been there in the first fucking place with a gun.
Yeah, you should have been at home playing with your PlayStation.
Why was you there?
What'd he go for?
You gotta wash your hand, go wash your hand.
Yeah, why did you go? Nobody called you.
Right, but you gonna be a proud boy of protect people's property when them motherfuckers didn't call you to protect them?
And the police gave him water.
Yeah. Because that's how it is. See, white folks get the benefit of the doubt.
After shooting.
Get the benefit of the doubt. Black folks, black boys don't get the benefit of the doubt.
Shit.
You automatically are a target. You automatically are threatening. You automatically this right here. It pisses me off going back to that guy that was sitting on the park playing with a gun.
The little boy, yeah.
In a state where it was okay to have open carry.
The toy gun with the red, we even had a red dot in the middle of what you could see.
I'm going to say this again, I said it before.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's some piss poor police officers when you have bullhorns, and you could have said this shit from a block away. Young man, whoever you are, old man, you look grown man. Because we drop the gun, please.
But go to the source.
Go up to your hand.
What's wrong with your hand?
I accidentally cut myself.
What you doing?
I was, me and Jordan was just like racing, and then I must have fell on something sharp, and I just feel like my
Come
skin just getting.
Go put some alcohol on it. Clean it real good, alcohol, and put some.
I wasn't trying to mess up y'all thing. So
No, you're not. You're not. You come first. Hold that right there. I'm going right now.
Alcohol. All right, well, I got y'all undivided attention. Let me tell you this right here. It's wake up time. It's 2023 going 2024. You see the world is heating up. All the stuff they said about the oceans rising, you hearing about extraterrestrials, they releasing. Hottest summers, hell, hottest winters. There's a problem going on in America. And we all can solve this and come together if we come together. Get rid of outliers, the fringe on both sides. We don't need that. We need sensible, like-minded individuals who are going to believe in right is right, wrong is wrong, and understand no one can have 100% their way. When it comes to tax policies should be for the common person. Common person. We should have look out for the poor people, a social network. But if you make more than so much amount of money, and I don't like to count other people's money, but when you made that money fraudulently on the backs of African Americans that you made into slaves, or Africans that you made into slaves that later became African Americans, oh, you got to give some of that money back. They talk about these conspiracy theories. I'm gonna say that for the next thing, but next episode we're gonna go into conspiracy. I'm gonna cut this short because my partner's not here. So I appreciate your time. Enjoyed you today. We're gonna cut this a little short, like we said before, and we see you next time, next week, same time, same place. Get back at us. Let's see some comments. Send us some cash. If you like what you see, we need to get this equipment a little bit better and keep bringing this content to you. Any suggestions, good or bad, any feedback, good or bad. Thank you.